Sally, cut the camera! Sally!
Hello, horror gang. I hope you are all doing well and in good condition. From a guy who randomly came across a tall, creepy dude walking next to a house in an isolated area, to another guy who crashed his car from the pure shock and terror of what he saw while driving. Today, I'm going to show you some terrifying videos caught on camera of the figure known as Slender Man. So, who really is Slender Man? In the depths of forests and along empty, lonely roads, there's something silently watching people, something tall, skinny, faceless, known by people as Slender Man. But the real question, what is Slender Man? Is he just a story? Or is there actually something real hiding behind this terrifying legend? The name Slender Man first appeared on the internet around 2009 and after. But the strange thing is, so many people described him almost the exact same way. An extremely tall man, wearing a black suit, with arms longer than normal, and a blank white face, no eyes, no mouth, no human features at all. They say he appears in isolated places, deep inside forests, near abandoned houses, or sometimes standing beside roads late at night. And most of the time, he was supposedly seen in farm fields or on remote empty roads. A lot of people who claimed they saw him said they suddenly felt overwhelming fear, like something was watching them from the darkness. But it doesn't stop at just seeing him. There are stories saying Slender Man silently stalks his victims. He doesn't run, he doesn't talk, he just stands far away, watching. And the closer he gets, the stranger things become. Cameras start glitching, weird distorted sounds appear, intense headaches happen, and sometimes people disappear without any explanation. Some people believe Slender Man doesn't kill his victims right away. Instead, he controls their minds first, making them see nightmares, hear whispers, and slowly lose their sense of reality. And there are terrifying stories claiming that the people he catches never come back the same. Either they completely vanish, or they return traumatized, unable to explain what they saw. The creepiest part is that there are photos and videos online of people claiming they actually captured Slender Man on camera. A tall figure standing between trees or silently watching from far away, completely motionless, like it's waiting for something. And now that you know who he is, let's get into the videos. On one quiet countryside road, surrounded by farms and distant houses, a man was just driving normally like it was any other day, until he saw something strange and unbelievable. He later came back to the same road to capture what he had seen. He quickly grabbed his camera and started recording. Let's watch the video.
See.
A tall, unnaturally thin figure appeared standing near the house. Its body was extremely skinny, The camera shakes a little, like the person filming started losing focus from fear, especially when he noticed that the thing wasn't just standing there. It was slowly moving around near the house, almost like it was wandering through the area. And the second it noticed him and turned to look at him, the driver completely panicked, slammed the door shut, and dropped the camera from fear. A lot of people who watched the clip said the first thing that came to mind was Slender Man. That's exactly why the video spread so fast, because the creature looked almost identical to the well-known description of Slender Man. But that's where the real question starts. Was the figure in the video just someone in costume? Or did the driver capture something that can't be explained so easily? When you really focus on the footage, you start noticing several strange details. First, the area looks almost abandoned, not exactly the kind of place where someone would pull a prank or put on a performance. Second, the body proportions seem way off compared to a normal human, especially the length of the arms and legs. Some viewers even said the way it walked felt non-human, like the movements were slow and distorted. There's also another creepy detail. When it noticed the driver and looked directly at him, it didn't run, didn't try to hide. It just stood there, staring at him in a terrifying way, silently watching him, almost like it was memorizing what he looked like. And honestly, that made the video even more disturbing, because there was zero normal human reaction. So, what do you think? And in this video, we also see a man driving through an area similar to the previous one, a road around an isolated farming area. While he was driving, he suddenly came face to face with Slender Man standing right in front of him, just staring at him. The moment the man panicked, he pulled over to check whether what he saw was real or just a hallucination. But what happened next was even more terrifying. And as we saw in the video, when the man stopped to figure out whether what he saw was real or just an illusion, he was shocked to realize it was actually real. As Slender Man started moving toward him, the man began shaking and got chills all over his body. And like we said, Slender Man's powers are strong enough to make the victim extremely terrified and even hallucinate. Some people who claim to have seen him were never the same afterward. And as we've seen, and will continue to see in upcoming videos, Slender Man is most often spotted on isolated roads and in farming fields. So what do you think the reason is? Share your opinion in the comments. In this video, we see a young guy who loves watching movies and TV shows trying to film the disc of what seems to be his favorite movie. At first, he looks like any normal guy recording something he likes, and nothing seems strange at all, until he moves toward the window, and suddenly the camera captures something truly chilling. Let's watch the video. The store itself felt kind of strange. A small, isolated place near an almost abandoned farming area. There wasn't much activity around it, and the road outside looked completely empty. Even the lighting inside the shop was dim, like the place had been neglected for years. But the young man didn't care about any of that. He was just happy he found the movie he loved. He started filming the tapes around him, laughing and talking normally, then pointed the camera toward the tape he had been searching for and said he had finally found it. For a few moments, the video feels like any ordinary clip of someone documenting their day. And there's nothing scary at all, until he gets close to the window. The window overlooked a huge, nearly empty farming field, just tall grass and distant trees slowly moving with the wind. At first, the young man didn't notice anything strange, but the camera captured something unnaturally tall. Far off in the grass, there was a figure standing completely still, extremely tall, taller than any normal human, with a terrifyingly thin body and unusually long limbs that almost didn't look real. And that's when everything changed. He suddenly went silent. The camera slowly moved closer to the glass, as if his mind was trying to process what he was seeing. And the more he focused, the clearer the details of that thing became. A black formal suit, a distorted, unnaturally tall body, and a completely blank white face. No eyes, no mouth, no human features at all. Just a silent face staring directly at him. Many people who watched this video said the scariest part wasn't the creature's appearance itself, but the way it was looking, as if it had already been watching for a long time. And then the video suddenly ends after the camera falls to the floor. Ever since this clip spread online, people have continued arguing about whether it's real. Some say it's just a well-made hoax and someone wearing a Slender Man costume. But others believe the young man captured something that was never supposed to appear on camera in the first place.
If they're not in place, we'll have another incident like Killington. And that's not happening. Moving on.
This video is about a group of guys who went on a trip to a forest that's known for being off limits. The goal of the trip was to film some videos and document their time there as memories. At first, everything seemed totally normal. They were walking around, laughing and talking like nothing was out of the ordinary. But while they were filming, the cameraman was talking to the camera when it suddenly started shaking pretty badly, like something was getting close to them. And like I said before, if there's distortion or shaking in the camera, it usually means it's close to you. During the shaking, a very tall figure appeared behind the cameraman. Walking between the trees. According to people who watched the video later, the shape looked a lot like the character Slender Man. Some people said it's not real and that it was just one of his friends wearing a costume and staging the whole thing. Others, on the other hand, believe it's real and that this is actually the reason the forest was restricted and closed off. So what do you think? In this video, we see a guy out doing his favorite thing, riding his bike on a solo ride down a pretty isolated road near some farmland along a highway. He's basically filming himself while he's biking, just making some clips for fun. But while he's recording, the camera catches something really weird, something honestly hard to believe.
That's that. Minute 10. Whoa!
As we saw in the video, the guy went out on a bike ride trying to set a speed record. While he's riding, the camera starts getting noisy and shaky, and then suddenly, out of nowhere, a really tall, super skinny man shows up in the distance. He's moving insanely slow in this really creepy, unnatural way, just drifting through the empty spaces in the field like he doesn't belong there at all. His face isn't clear because he's far away, but his super tall frame and extremely thin body give off a really weird, unsettling vibe. What's even stranger is that the cyclist had no clue he was even there. He's fully focused on the road and the filming, like he's in his own world. Some people say it's just a normal guy walking through the fields who happens to look weird on camera. Others instantly connected it to Slender Man, saying the camera shaking and noise means it was getting close, and that his look and movement match the legend. Since it's a quiet farmland area, they think that might explain why people keep spotting him there. So what do you think? Slender Man, or just some random person caught on camera in a weird way? A man is driving his car normally on a road near some farmland. Everything seems fine. He's just enjoying the vibe, probably heading home. But then something happens that completely changes everything and turns it into a nightmare, leading to a serious crash. Let's watch the video. The man was driving normally when he suddenly came across a terrifying sight that sent chills down his spine. A very tall, extremely thin figure with no facial features standing on the side of the road inside the farmland. It looked like it knew the driver was coming, as if it was waiting for the right moment. As the driver got closer, before he even realized the figure was there, the creature suddenly stretched out its arm in a horrifying way that's hard to believe, almost unnatural, like something not human, almost alien. The driver got extremely scared, lost control of the car, and crashed into a tree in front of him. The camera fell, and we don't know what happened after that. People were split into two groups. Some say it's just a person wearing a costume and working with the driver to create attention and fame. Others say there's no way it could be a normal human, especially because of the way the arms stretched, something no person could do naturally and no normal equipment could realistically achieve. They believe it must be Slender Man because of its appearance, height, and clothing, and also because it was seen in a rural farmland area, just like in previous videos. So what do you think? Share your opinion in the comments. Before we continue the video, my friends, since you've made it this far with me, that means you're part of the horror gang. So make me happy and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of the upcoming videos. At the time of posting this video, I only have 13 subscribers on my channel, Owais Creepy, and I'm working really hard on these videos. Each video takes me around 17 hours to make, and it's honestly pretty exhausting. Thanks for your support, and let's get back to the video. A man is driving down an isolated road near, again, a farming area, but this time it's at night. He has a camera mounted on the front of his car to record anything unusual and to catch any possible problems, like robbers or anything dangerous. But on this night, the driver experienced something absolutely terrifying while on the road. Let's watch the video. As we saw in the video, the driver was just driving normally when suddenly the camera started shaking and loud static noises began coming through. That's when he realized something was wrong, and as we already know, when the camera starts glitching and making noise, it usually means it's close. The driver seemed to realize that too, because he immediately started speeding up. But the second he did, he suddenly saw a tall, extremely thin figure standing in the middle of the road. It had no face, long arms, unnaturally long legs, and it was wearing a dark suit, just standing there staring at him in a terrifying way. At that moment, the driver realized that whatever was standing in front of him wasn't a normal human. It was Slender Man. The man completely panicked and didn't know what to do. He tried to escape by reversing the car to avoid it, but then the camera suddenly cut off, and nobody knows what happened to him after that. daughters in their backyard, just having a normal time and enjoying the day together, until the camera captures something terrifying that turns their happy moment into a nightmare. Let's watch the video.
Little monsters. Oh.
As you saw in the video, while they were playing, it suddenly looked like there was a very tall, extremely thin figure standing behind them, silently watching without moving. It had unnaturally long legs and no facial features at all, almost like it was waiting for the father to leave so it could take the two girls. And based on its appearance and all these details, many people believe this is the one known as Slender Man. So, what do you think?
James?
This video has recently started circulating. It's said that the creature known as Slender Man was seen in it. It was uploaded on YouTube in 2018 and got over 2 million views. And if you didn't know, news about Slender Man had already stopped before that time, which makes this video seem strange. Some people say Slender Man has returned, while others say it's just a scam. We'll leave that up to you. Two friends went on a trip to the woods to explore, hang out, and take pictures, just like any normal guys who love adventure and photography. While they were walking through the trees, one of them suddenly turned around and realized his friend wasn't behind him anymore, so he started looking for him. But what he saw next made him freeze in place from pure terror. He couldn't believe what he was seeing. Let's watch the video. And as we saw in the video, the camera suddenly started shaking and glitching, and we all know what that usually means. Then a very tall, extremely thin figure with no facial features and unnaturally long legs appeared, slowly walking through the forest. The guy instantly froze and stayed completely silent, terrified that the thing might notice him. But the strangest and most disturbing part was that there was a little girl walking with it. And what made it even creepier was that she looked completely calm. Almost like she was with someone she trusted, like she felt safe around it or something. When people saw the clip, they split into two sides. Some said it was obviously fake and planned ahead, and that it was just someone wearing a costume to go viral and scare people. Others believe it was actually Slender Man, and that the little girl had been taken by him. But what people found really strange is that he didn't seem to be hurting her at all. In fact, it almost looked like they were together willingly. So if Slender Man really kidnaps children, why doesn't he harm them? What do you think? Let us know in the comments. It's said that this video started spreading recently after people had stopped talking about the tall man for a long time. At least, that's what the source claims, but it's not fully confirmed since some people say the video was actually uploaded back in 2017. In the footage, a man is driving home with his daughter in the middle of the night. I do not know the true relationship between the man and the girl in the car because it is not mentioned in the source, but let's say they are father and daughter, while she records their ride back as some kind of memory or keepsake. But the moment the camera started glitching and cutting out, something appeared that they never expected to see. What showed up shocked them so badly they couldn't believe their own eyes, and it gave not only them, but also everyone who watched the video chills and intense fear. But before we talk about that, let's take a look at the very first video that appeared online showing the creature known as Slender Man and how people first became aware of him.
Sally, cut the camera! Sally!
And as we saw in the video, a very tall and extremely thin man appeared, with no facial features at all, long arms and unusually long legs, walking along the side of the road at a time when the streets were completely empty. The moment they saw him, the father panicked and immediately told his daughter to turn off the camera. It almost seemed as if the father already knew what he was looking at the second he saw it and wanted to protect his daughter before anything happened. What makes this even stranger is that the tall figure here was walking near residential homes and on a public street, something we were never used to seeing before. In previous videos and sightings, he usually appeared on isolated highways, near agricultural fields, or deep inside forests. Because of this, many people believe this video may be recent, and that Slender Man has returned in a different and bolder form, targeting people who are alone at night without anyone noticing. But the real question is, does Slender Man disappear for years and return once a new generation appears and people begin to forget about him? After all these years, and after the last major video of him surfaced back in 2018, could he appear once again in 2026? Or is it all simply an internet myth with no truth behind it at all? Share your thoughts and theories in the comments. Alright guys, we've reached the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I made this video pretty long and put all these clips together just so you could have a good time watching my content. I know that when this video goes up, there might not be any viewers, just like the previous one, and I'll have been talking to myself the whole video. But I truly believe I'll have my own audience soon. I can see it coming from far away. It took me 23 hours over 3 days to put this video together, so I really hope you support me so I can keep posting more stories and new content coming soon. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments, along with any tips or suggestions you might have. Thank you all. See you in the next video.